Today's lesson is on volume of circular solids. Let's begin by looking at the cylinder. The volume of a cylinder is the number of unit cubes or cubic units needed to fill the cylinder. If each layer is 1 unit high, then the height, or h, represents the number of layers. The formula for the volume of the cylinder is the area of the base times the height of the solid. If you recall, to find the area of a circle, it is pi r squared. So the formula that we can use for volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times height. So the area of the base, or the circle, which is pi r squared, times the height of the cylinder. Let's look at these two examples together. Number 1 says find the volume, leave in terms of pi. We're going to first use our formula, volume equals pi r squared times height. We're going to keep pi, because it says to leave our answer in terms of pi, times the radius. We see our radius is 10 centimeters squared times the height, which is 12 centimeters. We first square our radius, so 10 squared is 100 times the height of the solid times pi. When we multiply 100 times 12, we get 1200 pi. Remember, when it says to leave the answer in terms of pi, we do not have to multiply times 3 and 1400. So the first one is 1200 pi. The second problem says find the volume and round to the nearest tenth. Recall our formula is pi r squared times height. This time we are going to use 3 and 1400 to represent pi. Our radius is 2 centimeters, so we're going to square that number. And the height of our cylinder is 4. So we have 3 and 1400s. 2 squared is 4 times 4. And we're just going to multiply in order from left to right. So that's 3 and 1400s times 4 times another 4 is going to give us 50 and 2400 centimeters cubed. Don't forget that volume is measured in cubic units, so we have to make sure we include our exponent of 3. Our next circular solid is a cone. The volume of a cone is the number of unit cubes or cubic units needed to fill the cone. The formula for the volume of a cone is 1/3 the product of the base area and the height of the cone. As you can see in our picture, we have a cone that's located inside of a cylinder. What that is representing is that the volume of a cone is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. So if we were to fill this cone up and pour it into our cylinder, it would only fill up 1/3 of it. Now let's apply our formula to find the volume. As we can see, again, the formula for volume of a cone is 1/3 the area of the base times height, and the area of a circle is pi r squared. So the volume formula is 1/3 pi r squared times height. Let's look at the first example together. In this problem, it says find the approximate volume of the cone in terms of pi. So again, we have our formula, 1/3 pi r squared times height, because again, a cone has 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. This time we're leaving it in terms of pi, so I'm going to keep my pi symbol. On this problem, my radius is 5, so we're going to square that number. And the height is 10. Recall that height is formed when it meets and forms a right angle with the base. So we're first going to square our radius. 5 squared is 25. And then we multiply that times our height. So we have 1/3. Now I'm going to multiply 25 times 10, which is going to give us 250. And that is multiplied by pi in the end. So now we're going to take 1/3 of 250. Recall that taking a third of a number is the same as dividing by 3. So that actually gives us, when we divide 250 by 3, volume will equal 83 and 1/3 pi. So again, this is in terms of pi, so that's 83 and 1/3 pi. The second problem reads, you are making some bug-repellent candles for an outdoor barbecue. What is the volume of wax needed for one of the candles? Use 3 1400ths for pi. So we're going to apply our formula. It's 1/3 pi r squared times height. Now this time we're going to use 3 1400ths to represent pi. In this problem, my radius is 5 and my height is 6. So we're going to plug that into our formula. So we have 5 squared, radius squared, times our height. 5 squared is 25 times 6. Now this time, what I'm going to do is just multiply 3 1400ths times 25 times 6, and then I'll divide by 3 in the end. So 3 1400ths times 25 times 6 is 471. So I'm going to take 1/3 of 471, which means I divide by 3. And the volume of this cone is going to be 157 inches cubed. Again, we need to make sure that we include our units cubed when we're working with volume. Our final shape that we're going to be looking at is our sphere. The volume of a sphere is the number of unit cubes or cubic units needed to fill the sphere. You can find the formula for the volume of a sphere by comparing it with the volume of a cylinder with a height and a diameter equal to the diameter of the sphere. The formula for the volume of a cylinder is 2 pi r cubed. That is one formula that we can use, or we can use pi r squared times height. So with this cylinder, the sphere only fills 2/3 of that space. So the volume of the sphere is 2/3 the volume of the cylinder. So the formula that we're going to use for volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. 4/3 pi r cubed. Alright, so we're going to find the volume of this sphere to the nearest cubic inch. So again, it's 4/3 times pi, which is 3 1400ths. And now we're going to cube our radius, which means we multiply it times itself 3 times. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm cubing 17, so I multiply it times itself 3 times. And that gives us 4,913. We multiply that times 3 1400ths. So now we have 4/3, 15,426 and 82 hundredths. We're going to multiply these to get our answer. Alright, so all we need to do is multiply 4 times our 15,426 and 82 hundredths. That gives us 61,707 and 28 hundredths, and then we divide that by 3 to find the volume of our sphere, which is 20,569 and 93 hundredths inches